As you can tell, I've gutted the doors, yanked the factory windows out. I plan on making some Lexan windows in a frame. I'm gonna try to use the factory door hand or door rods, you know, to open the door, to make and put a handle on and cut a hole in the window to be able to open them from the inside or outside. I have done the other side. Ignore all the junk in here. It's part of a Turbo 400. That one I've kind of got a little more. I accidentally busted the window out of it, which I will put up a part in the video of after I busted it. Once again, I'm going to show my motor. I'd like to go over a few things with it. I do not have a camshaft. You know, the front cover, the oil pan, everything's kind of loosely bolted on just to keep it out of the way, have more room. I do plan on putting a sloppy stage 2 or Elgin 14 or 1840p cam. Not really. It's a Gen 3 bottom end, so it's not going to last. So I don't really see the point in putting a high dollar camshaft in it. I do see the point in putting an aftermarket cam in it, you know, instead of trying to run like a LS6 cam or something like I've seen people do. You know, I do want to make a little bit of power. I know it's going to come apart, but it is what it is. You know, that'll be when it happens. Now I do have some Gen 4 4/8 rods and a crank and another block. All I need is a set of pistons. Now that motor I do kind of plan on keeping together, which I may run a sloppy stage 3, the Elgin 1841p cam, or I may possibly run one of the Summit Pro LS camshafts. Maybe the twin turbo cam, since I plan on running a big single turbo. If you do a little reading on the description, it kind of mentions if you run a big single turbo, that on like I think the stage 2 and stage 3, I could be wrong. I'll have to dig up some part numbers and do a little bit of research, as I'm not sure, and I don't know everything about camshafts, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you I do, or try to act like I do, that is. This motor is going to be a sloppy build. I mean a sloppy build. It is not nothing special. Don't plan on it hanging out very long once I get this thing running. I don't know if anybody has seen those. Motion Raceworks makes a 4150 to LS throttle body adapters. Holley actually makes one. It's about the same price as the Elbow, so I don't know if I can justify buying one, but it does have a 3/8 NPT port and two 1/8 or 1/8 inch NPT ports. You know, I am going to need an intake air temp sensor. Would like to have it in the intake to see what the temps are going, you know, into the runners. I do plan on running a 2 to 3 inch spacer to try to divert the air a little better. It's kind of a carb guy trick. Kind of got to doing some reading about it. Tip Performance is offering one with a burst panel. I can't justify the $300 something when I get the spacer for 23 and possibly put my own burst panel in it. Well, once again, got to do a little more research. The plans are Bosch 210s. I'm gonna have to talk to a few people before I do it, because I am not trying to overdo the injectors, but I'd like to have room to grow. Trying to think. Those are just a set of stock valve covers, 2 passenger side valve covers actually. Plan on running my catch cans in them. If I don't use those, then I'm gonna try to take the PCV out of the driver side ones, because I have multiple sets of valve covers, and I'm gonna try to put AN fittings in them and do a catch can. I'm gonna actually do a meltdown can, or whatever they call it, where, you know, to hold every bit of the oil in the motor so I don't put it out in front of the tires. I'm going to do a big box Chevy water pump with ICT billet adapters for, you know, my coolant pump, and that's it. And this door is gutted due to wanting to run Lexan windows. Shortened the steering column, I think last weekend or the weekend before, so I can fit behind it, because I am a big dude. You know, as you will see in probably a future video, I am a big dude. I am tall and I am fat. And the last thing I need is a steering wheel on my belly. So, shorten the steering column, small steering wheel for as of now. Probably going to put the original to the truck since I bought it back on. I have the fenders hung on it as they are gutted, as you can see as I come up to the front of the truck. I do have shocks on it again. It's just the Summit, the 3-way adjustable. It's not nothing special. Gonna see how they work release a pass or two, and then I will switch to Viking Crusaders on the front and Viking Warriors on the rear. You know, stock shock location stuff. As you can tell, as I come up with the camera, I do need a brake master cylinder. Looking into maybe running a Mopar or a 68 Corvette big block master cylinder.